Good evening, my lovelies. What it do, what it do, what it do. This Miss Yaakov coming straight from that Spiker Star, aka the Messenger, aka the Virgo Goddess, aka the Daughters of Zion, aka that Topaz Gem Sapphire. Hey, listen, always have a message for you, but it's up to you to discern what Miss Yaakov is trying to say. Remember, I'm just outside looking into your world, seeing things that you just don't see, okay? But top of the evening, okay? It's around 5 o'clock, okay? The goddess get ready to say her nighttime daily repentance around 5:45 or so like that, okay? I'm really big on repentance. It's part of my salvation and my redemption, okay? I surely hope that you are saying your daily repentance so you can be redeemed from his judgment and everlasting condemnation, okay? But the name of this is called Negative Soul Ties, Spiritual Connection, okay? This is something very personal. I never opened up about it to nobody, okay? I don't even like talking about it, okay? Because I get a little emotional. Like I was emotional today and cried and teared a little bit, okay? But I have to talk about it because this is on my mind to talk about it, okay? Soul ties are considered much deeper than physical act of sex. Hatred and negative emotions can be attached or perpetuated through ungodly or unhealthy soul ties. These spiritual or emotional bonds often form through trauma, manipulation, or intense negative experiences can create toxic connections that bind individuals to feelings of anger, bitterness, and resentment, making them feel impossible to break. Hatred is considered an intense, long-lasting negative emotion or emotional attitude. Hating someone can be considered an unseen covert contract, an unspoken internal agreement you make with yourself that keeps you emotionally tied to that person. Ecclesiastes 1:9. What has been will be again. What has been done will be done again. There is nothing new under the sun. Okay? Yes. This spiritual agreement, okay, when you choose to hate someone, it's a couple of familiar spirits that choose to attach themselves to me through hate. Okay, which causes a lot of emotional things in my life, and this is why I don't like talking about it, because I get emotional and I cry, okay, because it consists of mistreatment and different types of things that is attached to these familiar spirits, okay? Now, unfamiliar spirits are foreign. Familiar spirits are reoccurring spirits that always and will forever reoccur in my life, okay? No matter what generation of life I come back to earth in, these familiar spirits will always and forever be part of my life, okay? And it's two of them, okay? One, I'm not going to mention his name because he just get on my nerves, okay? And the other one is Michael Skobac, okay? Michael Skobac. Like, I don't like talking about him because he makes me sick. And like Michael Skobac have a personal hatred towards me, okay? I'm talking about like his hate goes very deep, okay? Michael Skobac, yes, he is. I never told nobody any of this because you can't tell people stuff like this because they look at you like you crazy, like you dumb, like you cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But no, Michael Skobac is one of my familiar spirits, okay? He chose to attach himself negativity to me, specifically to me, through hate. Which is not good to my life, because every time you turn around it's always a negative encounter with Michael Skobac, okay? Like I mentioned numerous of times I was thrown in jail, okay, and detained, okay? That has something to do with Michael Skobac, okay? Threw me in jail. He kicked me out of the synagogue. Oh, and it's been a bunch of stuff going on between me and Michael Skobac, but Michael Skobac is one of my familiar spirits, okay? Everywhere that I lived, Michael Skobac has lived, okay? I lived in Philly for 2 years, Michael Skobac was in Philly, okay? I was in Jersey, Michael Skobac was in Jersey, okay? I was in New York, Michael Skobac was in New York, okay? Even when I went upstate New York, near 416, near Canada and Niagara, okay, Michael Skobac was up there. That's why I crossed the whole bridge to pay Michael Skobac a visit, and it just went all hell broke loose, okay? Michael Skobac will forever be one of Miss Jacobs' familiar spirits because Michael Skobac knows me. And always remember that Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, and Freddy Krueger is all the same thing. They just in a different body with a different name. Michael Skobac will always and forever be Michael Skobac. He's just going to be in a different body, but it's still Michael Skobac. I'ma always be me. I'm just gonna be in a different body, okay? And Michael Skobac will forever be not too far behind, causing problems and emotional turmoil in my life, okay? So that's basically what it is. My cousin know a little bit about it. I never opened up to nobody about it. Now the other idiot, okay, I'm not going to continue, like I'm not going to mention it because he make me sick, okay? But the other idiot, what's different between him and Michael Skobac never hid his hate towards me. He never hid his hate towards me. He always showed his hate towards me in the worstest way possible. Okay? Always did, always will. This other individual, okay, he hides his hate. He come out and he act something other than what he really is by showing me fake love. Okay? I know he has a hatred towards me, but he pretends to act something that other than what he really is. Anybody who acts something other than what he really is a snake, okay? And I don't trust snakes, okay? Yes. I don't trust snakes at all, okay? But Michael Skobac, he is worse than Michael Skobac because Michael Skobac never hid his hate against me, okay? It's well known about Michael Skobac's hate towards Miss Jacob. Always was, always will be, okay? And then on the day of his judgment, okay, on Judgment Day, Michael Skobac gotta come to Miss Jacob. I just won't be in this form. I'm gonna be in my essence, and Michael Skobac yet again gotta come towards me, okay? And this is every life, okay? It's never going to go nowhere because he chose to attach himself in an unseen contract, an unspoken contract. When you hate somebody, okay, you are indeed entering into an unseen contract and attached specifically to that person, okay? So whatever goes on between me and Mr. Skobac, okay, that is something personal and that is something spiritual. Also with Mr. Skobac, with Michael Skobac, he is indeed his wife Hashi, okay, his wife Hashi is Poland, okay, Poland, okay, and Michael Skobac is attached to Germany, Europe, okay, Slovak or something like that. Yeah, he's attached to Germany, okay. Like I said, I never told anybody about this because it make it seem like I'm crazy, I'm delusional and all that. But yes, that is one of my secrets, that Michael Skobac, okay, he's a familiar spirit of mine that always pops up in my life. Each and every generation of my life, he will forever pop up in my life, okay? He's just going to be in a different body, okay? And before I get on out of here, Tovia Singer is another one. He knows me. I know them, okay? We just in different bodies, okay? But the same entity, okay? They are part of Ashkenaz. They are descendants of Noah, okay? Actual descendants of Noah, okay? Noah's descendants, okay? It's biblical and spiritual things that go behind these things, okay? But anywho, I'm about to get on out here. Just a little something on my mind. familiar spirits, okay? Soul ties, spiritual connection. It's a soul tie and spiritual connection I have with two men. Michael Skolback is one, and I'm not going to mention the other one. Anywho, I'm that Spiker Star, the Viking Star, the constellation, looking into your world, seeing things that you just don't see. I'm Ghost.